there's a couple of different like changes that happened in my life, right? The first transformation was really the one of envisioning who you want to become, right? Of getting rid of some of those barriers, and that kind of led me to some of the success I had up to the point of being able to retire young. But the second transformation sort of came after that. And that was a mental transformation in the sense of really one of personal development, right? Of letting go of old ideas and beliefs and learning to hold on to effective beliefs, not necessarily true beliefs, which was very difficult for me as an engineer with my analytical mind to grasp. But the best way to think about this is Dumbo's feather, right? Dumbo's feather, it didn't actually make him fly, but it was more effective for him to hold that belief because it allowed him to fly. And so many times we're focused on the truth when we can't really know the truth, but instead we should focus on what beliefs and what ideas are going to be effective in our life that are going to produce the results that we want, whether they're true or not. So I know that it's kind of a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, but so I don't blame anyone that says that sounds like a little crazy, but believe me, I thought it was crazy as well. But I started to really read a lot of books that, and the reason why I say this is because, I read books like Think and Grow Rich, which the first time I read that book, I threw it in the trash can. I was like, that is ridiculous. That is some nonsense. He didn't cure his son's hearing by, this craziness, right? Like, I'm like, okay, no way. All right. But I kept on talking to a lot of really successful people and they kept on saying, read that book. So I said, okay, fine. You know what? The thing about ignorance is that by definition, you are unaware of your own ignorance. So it's like, that scene in Princess Bride where he's like, oh, you can't, the poison, I forget what the poison's called. You can't smell it. You can't taste it. You can't touch, it can't feel like you can't detect it at all. That's your own ignorance. You cannot detect your own ignorance. You have no way of knowing, right? To you, if you're ignorant, the people who are wiser than you appear as fools. It feels like you are the smart one when you're ignorant. And so what I basically said was, okay, if from now on in life, if someone's more successful than me, regardless if they seem like they are smoking crack, regardless of whatever kind of craziness they say, if they seem like they're dumb, I'm going to at least give them the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to assume that they must know something that I don't know, or they're more intelligent than me or wise in me in some way. And I'm ignorant, because if I make that assumption, sometimes I'll be wrong and it'll be they're just some idiot. But a lot of times I'll be right, and I will be the ignorant one, and I'll learn a lot and I'll grow a lot. And that's the only cure for your ignorance. Is the only way to, because you can't detect it. So I started to get really into like personal development books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, read all kinds of classical type of books, Awaken the Giant Within, Tony Robbins, went to Tony Robbins' seminar, right? Which is like some crazy shit, right? It's like, and I was like totally against it too. I was there with my laptop and, people are dancing and hugging and I'm like, what am I doing? I tried to leave. And then one of the coaches was like, dude, you can't leave yet. You got to. So I stayed. I was like, fine. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But that kind of stuff really changed my life, like in amazing ways. Like my whole personality changed, like everything changed, like all these things, my confidence, like all kinds of things that I didn't realize I was dealing with. I realigned my value systems, right? And I began to understand myself. I stopped putting expectations on people and stopped letting them put expectations on me. Like so many things changed.